Today I'm going to be unboxing and showing you a new red dot sight made by Sig Sauer. This is their Romeo 4. This one is actually the Romeo4A. It is part of the Romeo 4 series of red dots. Now I'm really excited about these red dots because they are very affordably priced, and that's something that we're really lacking in the market, is quality, affordable red dots. Now, I'm a big fan of aim points and EOTechs and Trigicons. They're excellent sights, very high quality, but they are very expensive. And I don't know about you, but I have a lot of rifles, and I put a red dot on all my rifles. And unfortunately, I can't really put an aim point on every one of my rifles. So having some quality, inexpensive red dots on the market is great and very important in my opinion. Sig introduced this well over a year ago, and it took them a long time to finally get these to the market for some reason. Now in the Romeo 4 line, like I mentioned, there's the 4A, the 4B, the 4C, and the 4M. This one is the 4A, and I'm primarily going to showcase the one I have. This is the most cost-effective one that's on the market. Price varies from $250 to $275. It does have a standard 20 millimeter aperture on it. It has 10 daytime settings and 2 night vision settings. Eye relief is unlimited. It is a non-magnified red dot. The red dot size is a 2 MOA dot. Elevation adjustments are plus minus 50 MOA. Windage adjustment is the same. It has a side mount battery. The waterproof rated level for this is IPX7. It weighs 3.2 ounces or 91 grams. The length is 2.65 inches or 67 millimeters. The width is 1.6 inches or 41 millimeters. And the height is 1.4 or 36 millimeters. The Romeo 4 line is parallax free, unlimited eye relief. The reticle is, like I mentioned, a 2 MOA red dot sight. Some of the other Romeo lines have a 2 MOA red dot with a 65 MOA circle, like the EOTech setup, but I'm not really going to go into that. Let's see, what do we got here? The Romeo 4 line features what Sig calls the MOTAC, or Motion Activated Illumination System. It powers up when it senses motion and powers down when it does not. Basically how that works is you turn it on, and if you set it down, after 180 seconds it shuts off. But as soon as it detects a little bit of motion, it turns right back on. And it works exactly as advertised. So if you were shooting your rifle and you set it down for 5 minutes, as soon as you touched it, as soon as you grabbed it, before you could even get back up to your eye, the red dot would be on at the exact same intensity level. So I think the system is great. It also extends your battery life when you're running it in that mode. The CR2032 battery is listed as 5,000 plus hours when you run it in that mode. I don't know what the body of it is made out of. Sig says it's a lightweight aircraft grade CNC aluminum housing. 60-61 or 70-75, I don't know, unfortunately. This particular red dot, the Romeo 4A, as mentioned, is IPX-7 rated for being waterproof, and that's complete water immersion up to 1 atmosphere. It's also fog proof. This red dot ships with a absolute co-witness mount, or the 1.41 inch co-witness mount, and the low-rise mount. The warranty on this is quite interesting. Sig has the Romeo 4 line covered underneath what they're referred to as their infinite guarantee, and electronics limited warranty. The electronics limited warranty is 5 years, the infinite guarantee is lifetime. But I don't quite know the difference between the two of those because they're kind of not real specific. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we have right here so far. This is the box it ships in. It actually ships in a plastic bag. The box is quite impressive. It's got a little Sig hologram seal right here. Hologram seal right there. This just indicates the dot on this and the model number, which actually is SO4 or SOR41001. So let's take a look at the inside of this. Alright, so on the inside we have a cleaning cloth, we have the instruction manual, which I'll take a look at, a top foam cover piece, and then the inside of the box. This is quite an impressive box for this red dot in this price range. Normally you've got to spend a lot more money to get such a nice box, but here you go. So on the inside here, let's get these parts out. We have the red dot, and you can see that it ships with the absolute co-witness mount on it. And we've got the low-rise mount and a Allen wrench, or it's actually a Torx. And instead of giving you a Torx wrench, they give you this fancy little key-shaped thing, which is actually better to grip than a regular wrench. And a CR2032 battery. So let's take a closer look at the dot and the accessories. Okay, so this particular version ships with a bikini cover, and as far as bikini cover goes, bikini covers, this one is actually a pretty decent cover, although I don't particularly like bikini covers. This one goes on pretty easy and comes off pretty easy, so it's a little bit different design. The mounts, well, we'll just take a look at the low rise since that one's handy. It's great that these come with two mounts. So the only thing, again, which you've heard me mention before, is that you've got only one crossbar and you have only one small little clamping surface. A lot of higher end mounts, this mounting surface is actually a lot longer, or there may be two crossbars, and that just provides you a more stable mounting surface. I can't say that I've ever had one of these fail on me, but you know, that's definitely the one downside to these particular mounts, in my opinion. The little key that this ships with, one end has a flathead on it and the other end has the Torx. The Torx being suitable for tightening the mounts down, and I believe the bolts that hold this on, I believe, yep, so it works on those. And the flat end of this key would be used for doing your windage and your elevation. And getting onto that part, you can see how this design is right here on the top. You can see we've got electronic plus and minus controls. Our windage and elevation turrets are actually recessed, so they're not really in a position to get snagged on anything or get bumped against something where they might get damaged. Also, what you can notice here with these turret caps is they're actually notched, so they're very similar in design to what the Aimpoint T1 and the H1 has. So you can take these off. and you can flip them over and you can use the notch for making adjustments. I really like that feature. If you've watched any of my other reviews, whenever I find a red dot that doesn't have that feature, I always complain about it. So it's nice to see Sig implement that. So you have that option. In the field, you can use the caps, and then of course you can use this key. I believe you can use the key. Yep. Alright. The battery mounts on the side. Okay, so I believe you can see the red dot there. So standard intensity adjustments up and down. I also like the fact that this absolute co-witness mount has a, you can see through it, saves on weight. The sight itself is dark gray in color, and the mounts are black in color, along with the turret caps and the battery caps are black. The user manual, we already talked about the motion activated light. I wanted to talk about their warranty just a bit, because they have two their electro-optics infinite guarantee says that they'll repair or replace the product in the event it becomes damaged or defective at no charge. If they cannot repair the product, they will replace it with a perfect working order or equal or better condition. Doesn't matter how it happened, whose fault it was, or where you purchased it. This infinite guarantee has an unlimited lifetime guarantee, fully transferable, no warranty card required, no receipt required, no time limit applies, and no charge. Now, moving over to what they refer to as the Sig Sauer electronic component limited 5-year warranty. It says 4 components not included under the Sig Sauer infinite guarantee. The warranty covers any defects in materials and workmanship in the electronics components of illuminated rifle scopes, sights, electronic sights, flashlights, lasers, binoculars, spotting scopes, and rangefinders. Warranty lasts for 5 years from the date of manufacture. If during that 5-year period these products are found to have electronic component defects in materials or workmanship, SIG will replace your product at no charge to you, so on and so on and so on. See, the thing is, it sounds to me like this is 2 different warranty programs by reading the manual. But if you read the key features of this particular site, it says that both of those warranties apply to the site. So it is a bit confusing. Is this a lifetime warranty or just a 5-year warranty? I'm not going to spend a whole lot more time on it, because there's not much else I can talk about. I guess worst case scenario, this has a 5-year warranty on it. Best case scenario, it's unlimited warranty. That's about all I can say about that. I like what I see so far. The build quality of this is excellent. It definitely rivals products from Bushnell that are, you know, in the inexpensive red dot price range. It rivals the Primary Arms red dots and the Holosun red dots that are in this price range. the ones I've looked at. So I'm real excited to actually get this out in the field and try it on a rifle. Other things to note, you can see that the LED emitter is roughly at the 5 o'clock. It is very low profile, so it's not going to get in the way of any type of co-witnessing. The glass on this is extremely clear. Unlike some inexpensive red dots, the glass can tend to be heavily tinted, which may not bother most people, but you know, if you're trying to use a laser bore sight to sight in your red dot, a heavily tinted lens causes problems in that area. So I prefer a lens that is clear as possible. And for reference, let's go ahead and take a look at a primary arms red dot, the primary arms MD80S red dot, which I happen to have one of those handy. Now the primary arms MD80S red dot has very clear, the glass is very clear on that one as well. Oh, let's see. This is kind of hard to do this on camera. Let's try this. So this is... Alright, so there's a pretty good representation. You can get an idea of the clarity of the glass, and of course the red dot as well. You can see, I believe, somewhat. Hopefully that's in focus. It's very similar for clarity of the glass. The design very similar as well, but you can see the MD80S on the left. The turret caps don't have the notch on them, and of course the turret caps are not protected like the Romeo. The battery is installed on the side as well. Now the MD80S dot on the left, it ships with the low mount. If you wanted a 1/3 or a absolute co-witness mount, that would cost extra. And then you're up around $180, $190, $200 range, depending upon what riser you pick for the MD80S. And then this one, the Romeo, would be $250, $275, somewhere roughly in that range. So about a $50 price increase between the two of them. Anyway, enough about the MD80S. Let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and mount this on a upper receiver so we can see what it looks like. Alright, here's the Romeo4A mounted to my 10.5 inch SBR upper. The mount tightens up just fine. There's no wobble in it. It fits the Picatinny rail great. No issues there. Pardon my makeshift display stand here, and trying to get this upper to stand upright on my display area is not easy. Taking a look at the view on the red dot, and I've got a Troy backup sight there. So, in summation, I think this is a great sight for the money. I'm real excited that these are finally out on the market. I'm impressed with everything from the packaging to the warranty to the quality, the functionality built into it, the auto on, the auto off feature. I really like that so far. I'm just impressed all the way around, and that's, you know, I think something the market really needed. So that's going to end this tabletop review and installation of the Sig Sauer Romeo4A red dot sight. I will be selling these via my website as well, and I'll put a link to that in the description of this video.